What is going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with another video. And in today's video, we're going to take a quick look at XRP and what it's doing on the short-term and long-term time frame charts and what I think is actually going to play out within the next month. If that sounds good to you guys, make sure you smack that like button down below. You guys have been great about pressing that button. Let's continue it. Now let's jump right on in to the video. As we jump right on in to the shorter time frame chart for XRP, this is on the 4-hour chart, guys, and what we're doing now is I think we're kind of forming this bullish pattern, but I don't actually think we're going to be going up, at least in the near short term, within the next few weeks or so, right? So what we can see here, right, is we have this major resistance up here where we've just gotten rejected multiple times. We did manage to get above it, but have then closed below it, and now we're getting rejected again. And now we've also closed below our previous support. So we had on our initial drop down, right, we got major support right here on this middle purple line before pumping up. And now we've gotten resistance on it. We managed to get above it again. And look now, guys, we're getting resistance on it right now as we speak. So I think what happens now is we've retested both of these previous supports, and now they're both resistances. So I think realistically, what's going to happen now is we're going to at least come back down and retest this bottom line here, which is about at that 22-cent level. So just a cent down. It's not going to be some crazy drop in the really short-term time frame, but I think it's going to be a drop nonetheless. Now, what I think is going to be interesting is if we're going to see a wick or we're going to see a candle body. So I think maybe in the short term, we see just a quick wick down here before coming back and retesting this. I do think we have to retest this again before continuing down, right? And I don't think it's going to be this steep. I think it's going to be a very, very slow climb down in the medium term. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the short term. And what I'm seeing here is that we're just forming a resistance into support flip, right? So this was our old support back here when we fit our initial drop, and now we're confirming it as resistance. Sorry, guys. And that's pretty much what's happening in the short term. So I'm going to click on over to the more medium-term time frame chart, and this is on the daily. So I have these two purple lines drawn here, guys. I think these are very, very important lines that we do have to take care of, right? So we had this bottom one here, right, which we had resistance on once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times before breaking above it and confirming it as support. Look at the support, guys. Even on the crash back in March, we don't talk about. We pretty much got support right on it. We got a wick below it, but then closed right above it. So this purple line was huge. This was a major resistance and support flip, and I just think we were doing the exact same thing right now, pretty much the exact same way, right? So on this top purple line, we had 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, and now look, guys, we're getting perfect support on it here. Do I think that's a coincidence? I don't think it's a coincidence at all. And here's exactly what I think is going to happen in the medium-term time frame, which to me is about the next 1 to 3 months, right? So this is what I pretty much see happening. We're going to go more into depth with it later on in this video, but pretty much what I see happening here, guys, is I do see us going back down, coming back down and retesting this line again, which pretty much matches up with this, where we come back down and retest this, right? So we come back down and retest that. Maybe we get a short-term little bounce, right? And retest this as resistance before coming back down again, right? And then continuing up. So I think we're going to just ride across this, support here for a little bit longer, just like we did. I don't think we're going to be this long because that would be really lower. Pretty much we're going to go back down, riding this support line until we come back down and retest this particular level here, which I think is very, very big, right? This level here, which I think is a very, very key level for us. I think we're going to pretty much ride the support down until we come back down and retest this. So we had major support, major resistance, and we broke through it, but we never came back down to retest it, which I think is very interesting because we usually always come back down to retest this previous resistances as support. So I think that's exactly what we're going to be doing now. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a dump, so I see XRP following it about back down to this about this 20 cent level. I think 20 cents would make perfect sense of a retracement for XRP. So we're only looking really at about a 20% drop from where we are now. Nothing crazy, guys. Don't go dumping all your bags. This is just my opinion. I think what's going to happen in the medium term time frame, right? So we're going to look at it more in depth in this chart here. So as you guys can see, we have major resistance up in this red box here, which was our previous support, flipped, right? We got support on it all throughout here, flipped into previous resistance, where we got touch, you got a touch, and we got a third touch here. Now we're coming back down. And I think we're just coming back down to retest this green box. So this green box of support is anywhere from 20 cents to about 23 cents. So anywhere in that range, we could realistically get a bounce. No one really knows where we're going to get a bounce, but in somewhere in this box, we will get a bounce just because there's so much support here. We have so much confluence back here. We're at support, resistance, support, resistance. So just so much confluence in this green box back here. Same thing here. We had support on it, resistance on it, and we're getting support on it now. I do think like I said, I think we're going to be dropping a little bit lower. If I can just grab my brush tool here, I do think we're going to be going a little bit lower to about the 20 cent mark, retesting these old consolidation ranges here and resistance ranges before we continue up and we eventually retest this. Now, what happens when we retest this again? Who knows? Back here, when we came back down and we came up and retested, came back down, retested this, came back up, we got a massive dump. Now, I think we got a massive dump because what happened in the financial markets, not necessarily because of what XRP is capable of, right? If this didn't happen, right, this major dump here, maybe we continue up here, and we retest these levels. But this happened, so we went down. This is what I see happening. Who knows what happens when we get in this range? I think we're going to be going up in this range. By the end of October, the end of October, yes, to about the middle of November. That's when I think we're going to be retesting these local highs here at about 30 cents. And then after that, towards the end of the year, I think we're going to be continuing up and retesting a lot of these resistance ranges here. This resistance range is going to be big. So is this one, and so is obviously the all-time high. So we got a lot of resistances to go through. So we're going to jump right on to the next chart here for XRP, and that is just this fractal. So these are looking very, this kind of consolidation range here is looking very familiar to me. It's looking exactly like this consolidation range right down here, guys, that I'm circling, right? This is our terribly long, 3-month consolidation that felt like it was going on for years, right? You guys remember this back in May till about, May to about the end of July, which is absolutely crazy for a consolidation range, right? This is exactly what I see now. This consolidation range has been the beginning of August to now about the end of September. So we're looking at about 2 months. So we, like I said, I think we're about another month of this kind of consolidation. This is the red box that I noted here of this fractal. That is this range here, is where I think we are in the current market, right? So right here is where the red box where we are now. This is where I think where we would be if we were in this fractal here. So I think we got a little bit more downside, like I said, right? So if this fractal were to play out, I think this is exactly what would happen, right? We would drop back down, retest, come back up for a little retest, then continue back down to about that 20 cent mark, get a little rounded bottom, and then continue up, right? And who knows what's going to happen there. This time we rounded up and we topped out here, got another bottom, and then we continued up, right? So who knows what's going to happen once we get that rounded bottom. This is just pretty much what I think is going to happen, right? Anywhere from now into about 20 cents, I think is actually excellent buy for XRP, and not one that I'm going to pass up. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to pass up that opportunity, right? So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want you guys to think about what altcoins you guys want me to talk about in the comment section below. I will talk about the highest commented altcoin in the comment section below in tomorrow's video. I promise, guys, I will do that tomorrow for you. And also, if you haven't liked the video already, smack that like button down below. Makes my day. Makes me want to keep making these videos for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Don't stare at the charts all day. It's not going to change what the price does. It's not going to make the price go up, go down, whatever you want it to do. Go out, enjoy life, make your life better every single day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.